Each year, Fashion Magazine asks readers to vote on their favorite beauty products. The winners will be revealed in the magazine's February issue. But here now with a sneak peek is beauty director Lesa Hannah. Really nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm very well. And your readers responded in droves.
Yes.
So why don't we start, Lesa, with the best facial mask?
Right. So the interesting thing about masks is that they've been around forever, but they're really trending right now. You see the sheet masks and everything, and people are doing masks all the time and posting selfies of themselves. And so the one mask that won this year was the Body Shop. It's called the bouncy sleeping mask, and that really speaks to like a trend that's happening in terms of texture. Like the bouncy comes from the texture that's really sort of like a gel-like, and
so
then
when you touch it and then
it
apply
actually
it to the
bounces.
face.
And then the sleeping mask is also kind of a newer thing where you apply them and just go to bed. Like you used to just sit with them for about 15 minutes and then rinse off. So it's moving into this whole like sleep treatment thing. I actually did one last night.
Well,
so
look at you glowing and lovely. Okay, so that's great. Lipstick, which is a big deal for a lot of people, always wanting to know what's out there and what's cost effective too, because you don't want to have to pay, you know, tons and tons of money for a good lipstick.
Right. Well, the interesting thing about this year's winner was that it was Clinique's Black Honey, which has been around since I think the 70s. But it's this dark shade that actually is quite sheer, and it looks great on everybody. But what was so interesting was that it kind of spoke to this trend about darker colors coming back that was very big in the 90s. Everyone's kind of having like a bit of 90s nostalgia right now. I know I am.
Yes.
So it was evidenced in the fact that this shade was so popular this year.
So this is it right here. Okay. And what else is there?
For best eyeshadows, we had the sort of mask category was the Maybelline palette called the Blush Nudes.
Okay.
And this really speaks to, I think, the trend that was started by our other winner, which was Urban Decay. They came out with this palette years ago,
right
called the Nakeds.
Yes.
And like, it's such a blockbuster that everyone's kind of doing their own versions of it now. And so it really spoke to that idea because Maybelline's won for this year. And then it was interesting as well because Urban Decay still won in the prestige category for a very similar shade that would be featured in their palette.
And it's that whole idea, Lesa, that less is more, right? With the nudes and the neutrals, that you want a little something, but you don't want too much.
Well, and it just makes it easier, right? Like this isn't at all you know, intimidating. Anyone can wear these colors, and you just feel like you're getting so much and so many options when you get this full palette.
Now next is the best body buff.
Right. So interestingly enough, Moroccan Oil is mostly known for their hair products. They kind of exploded with their argan oil treatments, but they entered the body category a few years ago, and so their body scrub won, and it's a great product. It has these sort of crushed rose petals in them, which makes it feel even like sort of luxurious and spa-like.
Crushed rose petals.
Yeah.
So it smells really good too.
It smells amazing.
Okay. And best hand cream. We're into, you know, winter now. It is dry, dry, dry. Hand cream makes a difference. What one? What did your readers say?
So hand cream is like a basic staple that everyone needs, especially at this time, like you say. So L'Occitane was a French brand, and they won for their hand cream. And what I love about this one is that hand cream seems such like a basic thing, but when in this silver tube, it just kind of elevates that whole experience of like a hand cream, and it just feels kind of more, I don't know, indulgent in that kind of tubing. So it was really nice to see that they won that category.
And then best green product, because you know what, people are really looking at that now.
Yeah.
You know, the testing of various makeups, they want to know that they're doing the right thing, the responsible thing.
Right. So that was a new category we added this year because, as you say, it's something that's way more on people's minds every year now. We care so much about what we're eating. People are starting to pay way more attention to what they're putting on their face and body. So we put out the vote to see what was the best brand that people loved. And amazingly, it was Bite Beauty, who's actually Canadian, and they focus on lip products only, which I think is genius because of all the cosmetics that you wear, that's the one thing you are definitely going to eat. And so they're made with all food grade ingredients. So whatever you end up eating off your lips is going to be totally fine and safe for you.
Yeah, and this is Bite right here. You know what? I discovered Bite just a little while ago. The pigment in these lipsticks is fantastic.
That's the other thing, is that usually sort of green lipstick was traditionally very neutral, and Bite really figured out a way to make fun, gorgeous color that everyone still wanted from the conventional lipsticks, but now you don't have to sacrifice that if you want like a safer option.
Love that it's Canadian. Lesa,
I know, it's amazing.
Great to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.